Get more than an earful of new hard rock from some of Octane's major players this week.
David Draymond talks with fans, takes over Octane, and plays tracks from his new band, Device.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Tomorrow, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific.
Music discovery never sounded so loud. Only on Octane.
darken everything around me. Calm the clouds and listen closely. I'm lost without you. Call your name every day when I feel so helpless. I'm falling down, but I'll rise above this, rise above this. Hate the mind, regrets are better left unspoken. For all we know, this void will grow and everything's in vain. Distressing you, though it gets me. I'll mend myself before it gets me. I'll mend myself before it gets me. Call your name every day when I feel so helpless. I'm falling down, but I'll rise above this, rise above this. 48 ways to say that I'm feeling helpless, falling down, but I'll rise above this, rise above this, rise above this, rise above this doubt.
It's Octane, South African rock on Octane. I think I saw Lou Brutus post a really cool picture of Sean from C there on Facebook. Lou Brutus, talented photographer. I'm going to call him over, do some headshots or something, Uncle Rico style. But Lou Brutus, part of the Octane family, Grant Random, Shining Guns, Kayla, Jose, our brother, everybody at Facebook.com/SiriusXM Octane. I'm Cavino. I got your Alice in Chains in a few minutes. The new stuff. You got to listen out for Stone. I got something different from Alice in Chains. Remember, if you want the old Alice in Chains, the 90s rock, check out Lithium for the 90s rock. Here on Octane, I play you the new stuff. Black Veil Brides in the end on Octane.
Hey folks, thanks a lot for coming out to Vapor Central tonight. Just a quick heads up for you guys. This might be a good time to twist up your doobies, maybe go to the bathroom, because we're going to turn down the lights and start the show in about the same amount of time it would take Rob Ford to eat a balding homeless guy in a sleeping bag after confusing him for a hot dog with hair on it. 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes, guys.
Hey man, check this out. I got the best kush ever, man.
Oh, man. I've been so out. Oh, you got sent from heaven. All right, man. Light it up, Holmes.
Okay, check it out, man.
Yeah. It's time to blaze that shit up. Yeah. Pass me that lighter. The original Dr. Green Thumb, the rest are liars. I'm the one with the prescription to get you higher. I got every type of weed that you might desire. Go ahead, fire it up, maybe you can get inspired. Any kind of flavor you savor, I can do you the favor. Just as long as you share with your neighbor. Some like the sour D, that's an East Coast swing. But on the West Coast, we all know Kush is queen. Some of y'all will smoke anything but me, I'm picky. I throw it out if I don't see that it's green and sticky. No stress, no bush, I'm pushing the Kush. When I harvest, put a K on the bag, like the Nike swoosh. All over the world, in case you wondered, I smoke everywhere I went. They call me the weed hunter, but no one does it better like we do in Cali. Just ask one of my patients, cause they always tell me that the K-U-S-H keeps us so high. The K-U-S-H keeps us so high. The more I smoke, the higher I get, the better I feel. I can't quit. The more I smoke, the higher I get, the better I feel. I can't quit. Cottonmouth Kings are down with us. Snoop Dogg and Dre are down with us. Cheech and Chong, they're down with us. But the DEA, they can get the nuts. On the High Times cover, you might see us taking hits from the bong with the 8-foot song. With weed so strong to knock out King Kong. Hit it one good time, your mind's gone, your eyes get red and your mouth goes dry. Just hit me when you want more and all supply. Red and Matt said, let's get stoned. I said, how high? They said high enough to touch God and kiss the sky. That's a tall order, but I think I got what you need. I got the food for thought and I'm ready to feed. So follow my lead, I got the gifts to bring. It's an everyday life of the Reefer King. K-U-S-H keeps us so high. The K-U-S-H keeps us so high. The more I smoke, the higher I get, the better I feel. I can't quit. I smoke, the higher I get, the better I feel. I can't quit.
I got the cream of the crop, my crop means cream. When it's time to bag it up, I assemble the team. We're like the Yankees, most winning grand champs of the earth. Nothing gets you like the type of medicine I serve. Lawyers, teachers, actors, street cleaners. No matter what they all come to see the reaper. They stay hot 24 like Kiefer. I tell them don't hit it too hard, this is a creeper. Woody Harrelson is down with us. Bruce Willis smokes all, he's down with us. Yeah, Willie Nelson is down with us. Who the fuck you think drives the ganja bus? Dionne Warwick, she's down with us. She got popped at the airport with joints and such. So if anyone asks, she's down with us. And you don't wanna enter my weed in the cannabis cup. I'm green thumb, I reign supreme, son. A strain better than mine, I never seen one. The K-U-S-H keeps you so hot that you can't concentrate. Dave Chappelle is down with us. Halle Berry too, but don't tell no one. KRS-One is down with us. He's a blunt getting smoked and he can't wake up.
K-U-S-H keeps us so high. K-U-S-H keeps us so high. The more I smoke, the higher I get, the better I feel. I can't quit. The more I smoke, the higher I get, the better I feel. I can't quit. Once you hit the cushion, you know just where I'm coming from. They call me green thumb. Once you hit the cushion, you know just where I'm coming from. They call me green thumb. Once you hit the cushion, you know just where I'm coming from. They call me green thumb. Once you hit the cushion, you know just where I'm coming from. They call me green thumb.
New hard rock. New Stone Sour music discovery on Octane. Here's Corey Taylor talking about songs on the new album House of Golden Bones Part 2.
Black John is one of those tunes that kind of started out one way and turned into something completely different, and something really, really cool. You know, like it's interesting hearing how other people react to certain music, especially when you're so close to it and you give it to someone, and just to see how the music develops. You know, and Black John started out one way, really turned into something completely different, really like in a very good way.
What you
Hey, yo! Vapor Central, man. How you guys doing tonight? Make some noise. You guys sound like a fun bunch. Time to put your hands together for Toronto's best self-introducing host, international television juggernaut, Hunter Collins. It's Third Class Thursday. Hey, I'm on TV. I'm on TV for real. Woo! Hey, guys. Hi. Thanks for no one reacting again. You'd think I'd get used to coming out here week after week and being met with a just soul-crushing silence, but no, hurts every time. Look at that. Welcome to Third Class Thursdays, everyone. I'm your host, Hunter. We're gonna have a fun time tonight. We got like 7 comics for you guys, and they're all dynamite. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to be here. Are you guys pumped to be here? Good, thanks. Good. Some of you guys clapped. You fist pumped, sir, which gives me almost nothing. Can't hear that fist pump, but fuck, you got a big fist, so that was loud. Hey, you play rock, paper, scissors, bud? Sometimes? I was playing rock, paper, scissors the other day to see who was going to do the first hit of salvia, and I realized, isn't it funny how the 3 hand symbols you make in rock, paper, scissors are like the 3 best ways you could manually pleasure a chick? You know? Ah! Last one's Valentine's Day, so when you pull out that one. 420 coming up, guys. 420 coming up. You guys going down the rally? Young and Dundas Square, 420, April 20th. It's a Saturday? That's awesome. Weed Day on a Saturday. That's fucking perfect. 420 is on a Monday. That's the worst, because then you got to spend the last 40 minutes at work baked out of your mind, you know? Before that fucking whistle blows. That's a long 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I've got this new thing I've realized I do when I'm high, and it's awful. I speak out loud to myself whenever I get baked. Do you ever do that? Yeah, right? It's so embarrassing because you never catch yourself in time. So the other day, I'm over at a bar in the East End, go out back and I fucking burn a quick one with a buddy of mine, and then I go to the bathroom. So I'm up at the urinal. There's just 2 urinals, right? So it's me and this other guy, and I'm about to leave, and I realize that I don't have any booze at home. So I'm like, oh no. But then I realize I just got baked. So that's pretty good. So I'm like, yes. But then I realize I've been talking out loud the whole time, and I go, fuck me. So the guy next to me, I have a dick that curves to the left, so I gotta like look down and make sure I'm pissing into the urinal every time. So I fucking look down, and I don't want the guy to think I'm looking at his dick, so I look at him, and he's already looking back over at me. So I looked at this guy, and then I went, no, yes, fuck me. So to this guy, it looked like I wasn't sure whether or not I was gonna ask him to literally have sex with me beside urinals, but then made my decision, and it was yes, please do. No, yes, fuck me. So embarrassing, awful. What else did I do when I'm baked? Oh, I did this. You like listening to music and being baked, buddy? You baked fucking tunes on weed? It's the best, man. I like just fucking going out, put the big fucking cans on, and just get out, walk around town baked out of my mind. Did that the other day. Put on the headphones, left my place, fucking dancing in the streets and shit, feeling good, feeling high. Then I walked all the way here. I'm walking up the stairs. I realized never even pressed play on the fucking iPod. I was just dancing in the streets like a fucking loser. You ever wish that you had music, like theme music, when you like walked onto the bus and shit? I always wish when I walked on the bus, the Stone Cold Steve Austin theme would play, just so people know how I feel on the inside. That's how I feel all the time. Oh man, what else is going on? What else did I want to say? Hey, you guys seem smitten. Well, cute couple. How long you guys been together? A year and a few months. Well, congratulations. That's good. Round of applause for these burgeoning lovers here. That's lovely. Is she at the point where she's like talking about we all the time with you? She refers to you guys as we to other people, like, oh yeah, you know, like, you know, yeah, like my girlfriend does this all the time, right? Like I'll be fucking chilling out in my fucking boxers playing NHL on Xbox, and then my girlfriend comes out of the bedroom and she's like, hey, what's going on? Aren't we excited to go to my... She smokes more than him. She just called your buddy out as a low case. That's all right. That's okay. I'm sure fucking he smokes way more puss than you. Now, is this what happens to me? I'm fucking chilling out, and she comes out. She's like, hey, aren't we excited to go to my parents' place for dinner? And I was like, I thought we were going to stay home, get high, and jerk off to black porn. I don't know. I don't know what you thought we had in store tonight for us. I got my own plans. Yeah. My girlfriend said the dumbest shit the other day, man. Girls, you're the best, you know? And you're the best to be with as lovers and stuff, but I fucking can't be like your best little buddy. I can't be best buddies with my girlfriend, you know? Because the shit that comes out of your mouth, if your buddies ever said this, you would kick them in both shins and then poke their eyes. Because I went to fucking Dave & Buster's, right? You guys been to Dave & Buster's? Great place to hang out on drugs. So I went to Dave & Buster's. Lights and sounds and shit, and we had fun. We played a bunch of video games together, you know, the shoot 'em up games. My girlfriend played those. We got home, and my girlfriend went, you know what my favorite game was? That game there, Rambo Dinosaurs. And she was talking about the Jurassic Park video game. I put it together where you sit in the little truck and shoot at dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. She called it Rambo fucking Dinosaurs. Jurassic Park, Rambo Dinosaurs, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you chicks? I can't watch Rambo with this girl ever. She's going to be like, what's that movie? Machine Gun Rocky? Wasn't that a good movie? She's the worst. Just the worst. Can't hang out with you guys. Girls, I feel bad because you never learned how to like do sound effects either and stuff like that. You hang out with your buddies, you know, you're talking about, oh, I saw this great action scene. It was like, pow, pow, shit blowing up. Girls, you never even raised with sound effects. You know, like you guys, you'll have a tea party and you know, pour the tea in. You don't go gloop, 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 nothing. You just fucking put in invisible tea and you're like, drink this. And you're like, is there anything in there? They're like, yeah, there's tea. I'm like, I didn't hear gloops. You didn't gloop once. But girls, you can't do it. You can't do punch. Can you give me your best punch sound effect, my dear?
We don't do sounds.
You don't do sounds. Just try. Just try. Try me. A punch. She actually said the word boom, guys. She said boom. Okay? That was great, but thank you. Thanks for helping me. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's crazy. Guys, how many punch sound effects you guys got in your repertoire? I can think of 3 easy. There's then there's and then there's the one that, you know, deesh. That one. Everyone knows deesh. Like where it's like you sound like a guy saying the first syllable of the word Dijon. Just deesh, 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 deesh. Love deesh. All right. Guys, you're a fun bunch. We're going to bring up our first guest. He hails this first... Hey, you guys ready for this? We're going to start this show off proper. Hey, you guys are a fun bunch. Come on. Give me some sugar. Give me some sugar. All right. First guy hails from Niagara-on-the-Lake. One of the funniest guys in the scene right now. Big round of applause. Mr. Jeff Paul, everybody. Jeff Paul.
Guys, keep it going for Hunter. Everyone having fun over here? Are you tweeting me right now? What are we tweeting? Come on. Kidding. Guys, I just celebrated 3 years without a cigarette. What do you think of that? Yeah, that's worth an applause. Thank you. I found it hard quitting smoking. Like, you know, the triggers when you try to quit, like when you're out drinking with your friends, you want to have a cigarette. When I drove, I like smoking and driving. When I drank and drove, I loved to smoke, man. But the hardest part for me was the first time I got a hooker after I quit smoking. I had no idea what to burn her with. I just started heating up quarters and throwing them at her. So you guys pick up a hooker outside Moss Park with a queen burn right there. That's me. Enjoy the gonorrhea. Guys, Moss Park really is the no frills of hooker shopping, too. No frills, no teeth. Loads of STDs, though. Really, fucking wrap it up, guys. They'll even price match down there, too. They're like, yeah, I got offered $8 blowjob at Hooker Harvey's. They're like, I'll fucking match that plus 10%. These girls are workers. Guys excited? The spring was here for 2 days, and then it snowed. Spring, I'm getting ready for spring. I did some spring cleaning recently. Got rid of some stuff. Got rid of a couch, bunch of bedroom furniture, everything in my kitchen, my girlfriend. And my place looks good right now, guys. It's looking exactly how I want it to be. She left me, actually. But it's a surprise, eh, guys? She insists we still be friends, which I kind of find it weird to be friends with somebody whose finger's been in my ass, you know? She wants to get drinks next week. I told her I'm busy with my proctologist. We're in a dart league together. Man can hit a bullseye, let me tell you. You guys like getting high? I like getting high. Getting high is fun, eh? I get high a lot. This body is a result of getting high all the time. This is what you call a pothead's body. Because I've chosen to do the one drug that actually makes you eat and gain weight. That's my drug of choice. Because God forbid I do a line of cocaine every now and again and skip lunch, eh? No, let's just get fucking stoned and eat more, boys. It's great. I like smoking weed. I realized I was smoking too much weed. I was marathoning TV. I was in my underwear on my couch because that's how I roll, ladies. And I was watching The Wire. You guys ever watch The Wire? Yeah, it's a good show. So this episode starts, and it starts with a Narcotics Anonymous meeting. And it's just this girl telling her story about how she got through her day, and I'm sitting there high on my couch watching it. And then once she told everyone I made it through the day and I didn't get high, everyone in the meeting started clapping for her. I looked down, I was clapping alone on my couch for a TV character. Fuck, I gotta stop watching TV. Made pot muffins. You guys ever make the muffins? Eat the weed? I did it. It was great. I made a nice batch of weed muffins. And a rookie mistake, because I ate one, I waited 20 minutes and nothing happened. So then I ate another one. And then an hour and a half later, I was chewing my own face off on my couch. Just never been so high in my life. And then when the munchies kicked in, the only thing I had to eat, more fucking muffins. I then entered into an hour and a half long staring contest with these things. Got really high, ordered some Chinese food the other day. You guys like the Chinese food? I like it, it's good. I live alone, not bragging, that's just how it is. And the meal came, just a meal I ordered for myself. It had 4 fortune cookies in the bag. So the person packing that meal was under the assumption that 4 people would be enjoying what I've ordered for myself. That makes you think, eh, guys? 1 duck feed 4 people. That's racist. I keep doing it, though. Why, he ordered a whole duck, feed 4 people. Weird thing was, all the fortune cookies were written for me, guys. The first one said, "You will die alone." And the other 3 told me to get tested for diabetes. So, got some tests coming up, guys. Let you know how they go. I am trying to eat healthier, though. Bought a cantaloupe for the first time the other day. You guys big cantaloupe fans over here, eh? Bought a cantaloupe, took it home, had no idea what to do with this thing. I had to watch a video online how to cut open a cantaloupe. I'm Googling how to eat fruit. This is what my life has become. But I'm a single guy. I go to the movies alone. Any of you guys go to the movies alone? No, you're not that big of losers, eh? That's great. I like going to the movies alone. It does get depressing pulling the popcorn trick on yourself. And what the popcorn trick is, guys, it's when you're on a date with a girl or a guy. I don't know what the fuck you guys are into. And you feed your dick up through a hole in the popcorn bag. And as your date eats the popcorn, eventually she grabs the head of your penis. Surprise! Not really a surprise when you do it to yourself, guys. It's basically me looking for my penis in a bag of popcorn. Kidding, guys. I don't eat popcorn, but I will stick my dick in a bag of nibs any day. Sour Patch Kids, try to get that out of your foreskin, guys. Come on. Kidding, I'm circumcised. Anyway, guys, that's my time. Thanks for listening. Bring Back TV's Hunter Collins.
Hey, Jeff Ball, he's out of shape. His microphone smells like waffles. No. Oh, man. I'll just give you guys a quick story about something that happened to me at the movie theater one time. I'll segue from Jeff's set and I'll bring up your next act. I was about 13 years old. Went to see the movie 12 Monkeys in theaters. Pretty dope flick, right? You guys remember 12 Monkeys? Pretty good flick, Bruce Willis. And it's like a time travel movie, you know? So I go see 12 Monkeys. My buddies and I, we get some seats. And in the row directly behind us, this family pulled in. And they brought their grandma who had a tracheotomy hole and a voice box. You know, you ever seen these things? These things people hold up to their neck hole, and then it makes people talk like that. And I guess you can't turn the volume down on voice boxes either. Because this family of sick fucks brought their senile old voice box having granny to see the most complicated movie of 1997. Halfway through, she got confused, started asking questions like, is that Bruce Willis in the past or Bruce Willis in the future? Started cracking up at all the funny parts. So finally, I had to turn around and say something. I was like, hey, RoboCop. Trying to listen to Bruce Willis, not the intro to Black Sabbath's Iron Man. So I just put a finger in it for a second. All right. All right, this next guy, he's just popping in tonight, but he's hosting a new show on YTV called Cash Craze that you guys got to check out. Super fun. Big round of applause. Mr. Ryan Horwood, everybody.
Fucking Neil Young. That's the way to come up, right? How's everyone doing tonight? Good? Yeah, my show, it's YTV. Come on, guys. We're all a little bit older than that, right? But it is fun if you crush a bong and watch this show. It's a lot of fun, man. If not, you're probably just not going to want to watch that. I'm not going to. Guys, I only have a few fun things. They gave me a kid's show before they ever watched me do this. They shouldn't have done that. Because all I talk about is horrible shit, and now I'm fucking like on a kid's show, and like, they should be worried. They should probably be worried they're going to lose their investment. They are. Some word's going to get out. One of you fucking people are going to take a short video of me talking about blowjobs or something, and I'm done. But that's the shit that I find funny, you know what I mean? So it's hard to get away from it, you know? Like, my roommate is a guitar player. He's been bringing this broad back to our place for the last couple weeks. And they're not seeing each other. Like I said, he's a guitar player. Just has sex with broads. But this one, she's a knockout, and all she does in 2 weeks, and they got together like 3-4 times, is suck his dick. That's all she does. Knockout, 3 weeks, just sucks his dick. So then my roommate comes out to me, he says, hey man, I finally talked to her about it. I said, look, 3 weeks, nothing but beaches. What's up? And this is what she said. Morally, I just don't think I can do that yet. And I was like, did she really drop that on you? And he's like, yeah, that's what she said. And all I could think was like, holy shit. Well, then that's where she's keeping her morals. She's keeping them in her vagina. Because she clearly has no morals in her mouth. She has no mouth morals. You know what I mean? Like, zero mouth morals. Sure, take a shit in this thing. I don't give a fuck, but you are not touching this. See that white dog shit? I'll eat that. I don't care. But only God fucks my pussy. I don't know what she's thinking. It's weird, right? That's weird. Just be like, I'll suck your dick off, but do not ever touch this. Fucking weird. There's questions when guys like, sex is weird. The beaches are awesome. By a show of hands, who's either given or gotten a blowjob? Given or gotten? It's a new world, guys. 2 hands up is okay. There you go. Just so we can talk about it. When you're a guy and you're going to get a beach from a girl for the first time, there's questions you have, but guess what? You don't get to ask them. You get to do this. You get to find the fuck out. That's what you get to do. Because here's a question you're not allowed to ask a girl, you know what I mean? If you're about to get a beach from a girl for the first time, you can't say to that girl, look, before we get into this, I just had to ask you. When we come to the end of this thing, do you plan on spitting or swallowing? What's up? You know, you never ask a girl that. You just find the fuck out. And then that's what she does, you know what I mean? The reason you don't ask is because guess what? You don't get a fucking opinion. That's it. That's the thing. Why ask? It doesn't matter because whatever a girl does, that's what she does. She's not asking for your opinion. No guy's ever gotten a beach from a girl for the first time, and as she's about to spit, he's been allowed to go. No, 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 no. Num, num, num. They're not looking for your opinion. Sometimes it happens, and you're like, fuck, that was my sock. And she will spit in your sock. Because girls will do the weirdest things. I found out what a girl did one time. I took her to this hotel, and she was giving me a sweet beeger. And at that magic moment, I found out what she does because she grabbed a coffee cup off the table, spit in the coffee cup, put it back in the fucking table. That's not the weird part, though. The weird part is right after she did that, she looked at me and she went, oh, I don't swallow. And all I could think at the time was like, really, at this point, I don't know if you need to clarify. Like, I'm pretty sure when you spit that in the cup, you were done with it. I didn't think, yeah, you were waiting for it to cool down. I didn't think you were like, that's a little hot for me. I'm going to let that get a little tepid. But do not rinse that mug. I'm coming back to it. I was getting a beach the other day so good that I lost control of shit, you know, and I was thinking, like, this is the best thing I've ever think. And then while I'm getting the beach, I'm thinking, and oh my God, what the fuck's happening to my nipple? That's new. Holy fuck. Who's on the nipple? And then I kind of look up and realize I was on the nipple. That's the creepiest thing in the world. When you come to the realization that you were unconsciously playing with your own nip while you're getting a blowjob. It's fucking defeating. It's the most embarrassing thing in the world. But it felt great. There's no joke there. That's just a get on that kind of thing. You should get on that. I'm going to leave you with one more thing. 2 more things, real quick. One thing is I decided I got to lose some weight. That's clear. It's clear I should probably lose some weight. But I figured this out because I was watching Skyfall. You seen this movie with James Bond? James Bond was hanging off of something that was high enough where if he were to fall, he would die. And the people in the movie just watched him. And I got thinking, I'm too fat to have that happen that way. Because if I'm ever hanging off of something high enough where if I fall, I would die, you're not watching. Because nobody wants to watch a fat guy fall to his death. And you know that's going to happen. You know it's not a matter of is he going to pull himself up. It's a matter of when's he going to fall. So you probably are just going to... You're probably just going to turn your head until you hear a giant thump. Anyway, the last thing I'll say is this. You can be too stoned out in public, guys. I realized this last week when I offended a little person. Like a midget. A midget. No, you can't say midget. Little person. Right? Little person? Anyway, if I'm not as stoned as I am, maybe he doesn't scare the fuck out of me the way that he did. You know what I mean? But I'm baked off my ass and I'm walking down the street. And this little dude comes around the corner, but he comes around the corner hot. You know what I mean? Like he comes around there and he comes in like at a mean speed and scares the shit out of me. And I'm just saying that if you're someone who's not as stoned as I was, you might have handled it like a grown-up and did this. This is what I should have done, right? The little dude comes around the corner, scares the fuck out of me. I should have did this. Holy fuck, that's a little guy. There you go. And just keep walking. I get to the corner and the little dude comes around the corner and honestly, I reacted like a fucking elephant with a mouse at my feet. I was like, what the fuck is that? And the little dude's looking up at me like, what's your problem? I'm just saying, like, put a bell on his neck. Or Or at least, if you're not going to wear a bell, before you come around the corner, maybe a quick, like, coming around the corner. And then, either way, that little guy didn't need that day. You know what I mean? He didn't. You guys have been a lot of fun. Hunter Collins, everybody.
Ryan Horwood, everybody. All right, we're going to keep this going. Our next act has toured all over the world, and glad to have him here tonight. Big round of applause, Mr. Christoph Davidson, everybody. Christoph.
Okay. Hunter Collins, everybody. Hunter Collins. How about a little bit for him? The man, the legend, the Freddy Krueger sweater-wearing guy. Guys, I went on a train recently, and I wanted to eat healthy, so I asked for some vegetables, a veggie plate, and the guy with the cart quickly responded with, "We haven't served veggie plates here for years," which I thought was odd, right? Because I asked him if there were vegetables, not if the train was haunted. So it was a weird answer to answer like a scary old man in a Scooby-Doo episode. But I don't know about ghosts. I feel either way, you know, they could exist or not. But aliens, I have an opinion about. I don't know if you guys are excited about aliens, if you feel like they've landed, or if they would. If you have an opinion, like if they'd be good or bad. People usually think like one way or the other. If aliens would be good or bad. Do you think they'd be good, sir? Do you think they'd be nice and peaceful? Yeah? Anyone think they'd be violent? You know? It's like, I actually don't share either of those opinions, because I think that if aliens landed, like, who knows which group within the aliens they are. Like, they could just be, like, the really shitty platoon that came and landed on Earth for the first time, filled with, like, a bunch of homicidal maniac assholes. Like, maybe the aliens themselves are good people, but they're like, this is their Vietnam, and they land and just fucking, you know, crazy murder people. They're all on weird, like, you know, alien drugs, and they're, you know, just killing tons of people. I think, I don't know. What would we do if they were bad? We would kill them, right? To defend ourselves. But then, like, the good aliens could come and land. And, you know, the rest of them, like the larger fleet, they'd be like, "What did you do? You just killed these guys." And we're like, "No, they were crazy assholes." But they wouldn't hear that. They'd just hear like, and then they'd kill us. It's probably how it would go down. So, I don't know. We'd probably just fight an alien unless he looks like he's hugging you. But maybe their hug kills. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do with aliens. I'd leave it up to the government. I don't like it when when guys just label girls and calling them crazy. Like, I think that's a really easy thing. The guys are just that girl's crazy, right? Because girls are crazy. I don't think that's too simple. You can't just say that easily. Because as a guy, like, we don't know what it's like to be a girl. Like, I don't even know if that's the simple, you know, title. Just call a girl crazy, just like that. Because they're not, you know, women aren't obviously, like, there's a lot of differences. And we don't know what it's like to be a woman. So, like, how do we know if that's really crazy? Like, I don't think it's fair to call a girl crazy if you, as a guy, have never experienced the reality of half the population trying to penetrate you at all times. I think that would give me anxiety. I think if I felt that for an hour, I would be like skittish. I don't know. I'd be like weird. I would be kind of scared as a person. I wouldn't know how to sit down. And they're all like, and then like evolution just throws the ball that most of them have like stronger biceps and shoulders than you. Like, that would freak me out. I would be on edge if I was a woman. I would. It would make me maybe what you call crazy. I don't know. Plus, I don't have a period to deal with either. I have no idea what that's like. That seems rough, doesn't it? Seems like a lot of maintenance. I have no idea. I don't like that. I think that the word period, though, is weird. I don't think it should be called that. That's what makes it gross. You know, because the word period is avoiding what it's supposed to describe, is it not? If you see a girl run off to the bathroom, like, "Oh, what's wrong with her?" "Oh, she's on her period." What the fuck does that mean? "Oh, that's a moment in time. See, this is time. Then there's a moment in time. A period of time. Right there. That's where it happens." That's really not explaining it at all. You're not doing a good job. Call it something close to what it actually is, and it'd be less dirty, right? Some girls use other terms. We should use them. Like moon. Moon's okay. Or Wet and Wild Wacky Week of Madness. Why not? It's a little more fun, slightly more playful. Or my personal favorite, is Shark Week. I really like Shark Week. I think that's a good term for it, isn't it? Shark Week, you know, it's angry and it's dangerous and bloody and whatnot. Guys, answer your phones, see who it is, tell them that you're smoking pot, and to come over here, because it's awesome. I don't know if you guys are like me, do you not have a lot of money? You guys like not have money? You know what that's like when you don't have much money and it like bugs you like the whole day? You're like, oh fuck, I don't have enough money, like shit, and like pops up in your head, makes you depressed. Don't be sad anymore. Honestly, don't be depressed. Because if you really think about it, even the people that have that amount of money that you think you want, they still want your money. They do. They still try to get it every day. So don't feel so bad. Guys, you've been enjoyable, and enjoy the rest of your show. Bonsoir. See ya.
Christoph Davidson. Oh, man. I'm poor as fuck, man. I'm poor as fuck. Poor as fuck. I got no money. I'm really, like, when you know, like in the shower, when my soap gets down to like a little fucking toothpick, I still, like, I'm like, I can get a tricep out of this fucker. You think rich people use their slivers of soap? No chance. They feed them to the homeless. That's what they do. Put them in a sack, mail them to United Way. I'm poor, man. I got nothing in my cupboards. All I got left in my cupboards, this old box of Band-Aids from like the mid-90s, you know? Still got a picture of Jim Carrey as the Riddler on it, you know? That's how old that shit is. I don't have any of the useful Band-Aids left in the box either. All I got left in the box is like those weird capital H-shaped Band-Aids. I got no idea what the fuck those things are for, man. Who's getting cut in the shape of capital H's? Some poor bastard walking into Tim Hortons, bolt comes loose on the sign, letter falls down. Oh, a giant red H! Oh, no! Oh, I got cut in the shape of a big H. No, the regular Band-Aids won't do. This is a very specific cut shape that I have. Maybe people are going to Mexico getting attacked by Zorro's shitty cousin, Horatio. You know, Zorro's lucky he had a cool letter like Zed. Just start his name, eh? Would have been a lot less cool if he was like, my name's Ian. What do you want from me? All right. Hey, coming up next, quite literally my oldest friend in comedy, both in that I've known her the longest and she's super old. Ladies and gentlemen, Linda Ellis.
Good evening, Paper Central. Third Class Thursdays, it's good to be here, as always. I was on my way down to the show tonight and, per usual, roll a little joint. You know, smoke it right before you get on the TTC, right? You were all on board on this, right? So I get there, I get around the corner. There's this dude there who's just a couple years younger than me and dressed like a couple grades cooler than me. So I whip out my joint. And then he whips out his joint, which is bigger than mine, right? I'm like, so we're standing there looking at each other, smoking joints, right? And then he whips out his, like, breath, you know, the things you lick or whatever, you know, those tiny little papers. And I've got, like, gum, you know? This guy's, like, winning every chess move with me. And then the train comes. And my joint is done because it's just a tinier joint. His joint is only half done. And he fucking throws it on the ground. This fucking douchebag throws it on the ground. I fucking went over and picked it up. I got on the TTC, went over to him, gave it to him, said, I think you dropped this. Smarten up. Fuck that guy. Guys, listen, if you don't do it, think about doing it. Do you do manicures? Girls, guys? Anyway, just some girls. It's worth it, guys. You know why? You want to go in there and you want to get a French manicure, guys. French manicure, it's so weird. It's like they paint your nails to look normal. They paint them to look like regular nails. Translation, you don't have to wash your hands for 2 weeks. This is fucking, I'm telling you, $30, I do what the fuck I want. Christoph was talking about aliens. And man, I am so one of those people, Christoph, that believes in aliens, for sure. And guys, little inside tip, you don't want to come across a gray one. They don't have much respect for the things we call feelings. Guys, I have a friend, though. He's like way worse than me. He's like, he's constantly afraid that he's going to get abducted by aliens. And I'm like, no, man, don't worry about it. You are not going to be abducted by aliens because aliens are like vampires. They have to be invited in because they can read your mind, right? And they don't fuck with people that don't want to fuck with them. So, and I know this, and I know that if they come down and the U.S. is talking, I've got to get in there. So every night, I'm open to having dialogue with aliens. Every night. My buddy goes, Linda, I don't think you know how aliens talk. Anal probing is a big part of their alphabet. Oh yeah, fuck, I joke. The thing is, yeah, I don't want to do anal probing. Fuck. Did I miss that? Fuck, sorry guys. You know, when I smoke weed, I lose my fucking mind. Bit by bit. Here's the thing about, oh no, fuck, I want to finish that joke. I don't know if I can get you back on it. Here's the thing about anal probing and the aliens. When I do my chant, but no anal probing. Did I say that at the first one? I'm open to having dialogue, but no aliens, but no anal probing. My buddy's like, the anal probing is a big part of their dialogue. Fuck. I can't, sorry, I'm abandoning that. I fucked it up. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't even salvage that. Going on to bigger and better things. Okay, here we go. This is something good, guys. So I'm listening to CBC Radio. Don't hold it against me. I hear an interview with this girl from North Dakota who married herself. For real. For real, married herself. You know, I don't respect marriage when it actually means something. Let alone when you decide to ask for your own hand in marriage. Like, they asked her, the journalist said, why? Why would you do that? And she goes, well, you know what? I was in therapy and was talking about how I always gave too much in every relationship and I never got back what I gave and I was just giving and never getting back, and I had one marriage that didn't work and divorced and just giving. And the counselor said to me, why don't you marry yourself? Idiot, it was a metaphor for loving yourself, not literally marrying yourself, right? So she rented out a banquet hall, bought a wedding dress and a tuxedo, I can only assume. Fucking invited guests to attend, to witness this fucking mess. Who I can only assume would bring presents and cards. You know, if I was invited to that wedding, you know what my card would say? Get well soon. You're fucked, lady. Oh, man. I don't know how much time I have. Hunter, do I have time for one more joke? 3? Oh, jeez. All right. Fuck. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I'll just do this. So, I'm weird in the sense that, like, sometimes I just will assume that cats are female, you know? And dogs are male. You ever just do that? You're just like his, oh, it's a her, you know. Fortunately for me, animals are not pronoun sensitive like the transgendered. It's okay to laugh at that joke. The transgendered are very, very fucking anal. Okay, Hunter, back to the stage.
In Dallas, everybody. Everybody. Speaking of the transgendered, I know how to spot a transgendered person, ladies and gentlemen. Dudes, here's the I'll give you the inside scoop on how to spot transgendered people, okay? As I'm sure you've heard, it's all about the shoulder to waist ratio, right? You've heard that? So like if the distance between her shoulder and her waist is shorter than her cock, it's for sure a guy. For sure. For sure. Guaranteed. Oh, man. Minute talking about cats, man. I couldn't get a cat. Fuck, cats terrify me, man. Fucking cats terrify the fucking G'est G's. I know. Cat hiss at a G, you'll fucking turn into Mr. Chicken. Hissing cat. It's the scariest thing in the world. No one is there like, no one would like fucking block up to a hissing cat. Because they're just miniature tigers, right? Cats are just miniature tigers. Physiologically, same animal. Same reason I'm afraid of people who own iguanas. The iguanas, they terrify me. Those things to me, just mini dinosaurs, okay? If you own a reptile that's 6 feet long and it's not Ben Mulrooney, that's a dinosaur, okay? Same with the Portuguese. They're just mini Italians. You can't trust that shit. You can't trust them. Don't. Don't do it. All right. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, this guy hosts a wonderful show once a month at a comedy bar called Laugh Sabbath. Google it. And Google his name. Oh, and he's the fucking best on Twitter. This guy's my favorite fucking dude on Twitter. Check him out. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tim Gilbert.
All right. Make some noise just for laughs. How you guys doing? Feeling good? I have a quick question. Does anyone here like smoking fat blunts? I said, does anybody here like smoking monster fucking blunts? Good, me too. I also like smoking fat blunts, and I don't do it that often because I don't have any money, but that's another thing. I do it as much as I can, and when I do, like everybody has a tell when they're high. Like, this guy looks like he's asleep. Some people, their eyes get all fucked up, and some people like get really paranoid. For me, if you ever see me walking down the street and you want to know if I'm high right now, take a close look. Try to see how many 6-foot party subs I'm eating. If the answer is 1 or more, I'm probably pretty high. And in that case, don't approach me because I'm going to think you're an undercover cop and freak the fuck out. This is just, I just want to say this to all the other comedians here tonight. I'm not trying to psych you guys out or anything, but I hear that there is a bong from the Comedy Network here tonight. So, bring your A game. How you guys doing? Good. Folks, I don't want to brag, but I have a girlfriend, and we've been together for 6 years. We just celebrated our 6-year anniversary. Thank you. I'll tell her you said woo. I never thought I would, but when you're with somebody for that long, I find myself thinking about our future. And I imagine myself as like a cool old grandpa, and I'm talking to our grandkids, and I'm saying, like, I'm telling them old stories. And I could tell them about the day we met. Aww. And I could tell them about our first date. Aww. Or maybe if they're lucky, I could tell them about our first kiss. Aww. But then I thought, you know what I shouldn't tell them? About the time 2 days ago when we were doing our favorite thing, which is sitting on the couch, watching TV, eating chips and dip. And she said, "Where'd all the dip go? Did you put it all over your own dick and suck it off?" Because no kid wants to know that grandma said that to grandpa. Even if it was a long time ago. This is always a crazy thing to me, but you see it all the time. When you're walking down the street and you see somebody singing out loud. Not some crazy person, but like a real person singing alone, like walking down the street. Imagine some girl that's obviously trying to look nice, trying hard, trying to be the next Honey or Glitter or whatever, singing alone, or like a kid with big headphones, like rapping alone. What are you trying to get by doing that? Here's what you'll get. Me approaching you, and I'll say, oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm sure you're already represented by somebody, but I work for a major record company. Here, just let me give you my card. Boom, knife in the stomach. And then, I'm going to be the one that spearheads the initiative to have a mural of you painted in your neighborhood. And it'll have bright, beautiful colors and flowing music notes because everybody knew that you loved music. And then, no one's going to suspect the chairman of the mural board. I was just kidding about the stabbing thing. A lot of you people seem to think that was real. I'm not going to really do that. Are there any grandparents here tonight? I'm surprised. Whenever people talk about their grandparents, think about your grandparents for 1 second. Whenever people talk about their grandparents, they always say the same thing. They always say, you know what? She's 95, but she's still sharp. She's still got it. She's still really smart. Nobody ever says, yeah, she's 95 and she's crazy stupid. I watched her eat fireworks for an hour just because she was. Well, then riddle me this, Toronto. Where are all these super intelligent old people I hear so much about? Because when I'm downtown and I see an old person, I'm not thinking, oh, wow, I bet he used to be a scientist. I think, oh, God, please don't touch me with your dripping plastic bag. You'll go outside, you'll be outside for 5 minutes, and then you'll see that exact thing I just described. Email me your laughs when you get home. I went to a baseball game. How about them Jays? Are we excited about the Jays? So disappointing. God. But I went to a game, and it was okay. But there's people that go to the games just to start the wave. Do we know what the wave is? I'm not going to ask you to do it, so don't worry, but it's just everyone putting up their arms, okay? It's like the ultimate peer pressure thing. You see 1,000 people do a stupid thing, so then you're like, oh, I got to do it too. So you do it, and then the first thing you do is look over to make sure everybody else did it right after you. So people go and they spend at least $14 to go to a baseball game, and they just turn around and look at everybody else, and they're like, 3, 2, 1. They just want to do the wave the entire time. If you're one of those people that goes to the game just to start the wave, this is all I have to say. If you took the time and energy that you spend trying to get people to do the wave and you put it into washing your face, I guarantee a better life. Guarantee. A friend of mine the other day, I was hanging out with one of my oldest friends, and he said, I think I have an STD. And before I could even respond, he unzipped his fly and showed me his penis. So I took a look at her, because I consider myself a good friend. And I said, oh my God, you have to go to a hospital right now. So I guess he might have later, I don't know, but a couple weeks later he called me and he was like, hey, guess what? I have great news. Turns out I don't have an STD. I'm totally clean and disease-free. And I said, oh my God, that's horrible news. And he said, why? And I said, because you don't have an STD, you're totally clean and disease-free, and yet for some reason your dick still looks like a carny's thumb. Gross to imagine. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, this is the kind of thing like I don't want to hype it up too much. You know what I mean? You'll just go and you'll see it and you'll get it, so I'm not trying to hype this up too much. But when you do end up going to my parents' house, you'll see their autographed Bob Saget headshot.
that has only recently been put in a gold frame. And they got it because in the late 80s, my parents were lucky enough to go to a taping of America's Funniest Home Videos. They met Bob Saget. I guess he was such a nice guy. He signed this headshot for them, and it's my parents' pride and joy, sadly. And they show everybody that comes to the house, so you'll see it. And you can actually look up a clip on YouTube of Bob Saget like throwing to a video in the late 80s, and you can see my parents' little heads in the background. Isn't that nuts? The bad part about that is they were there because they had submitted a video called Baby Eats Own Dick. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's bring Hunter back up.
Tim Gilbert. Find him on Twitter. Gilbert Tim. Oh, man. Babies. You know, a lot of people think breastfeeding in public is gross. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? Do you think it's gross, breastfeeding in public? No? Me neither. You know? Some people... I saw a woman breastfeeding on the bus the other day, and I gotta admit, part of me was like, ew, but all of me was like, nice. Because it's a natural, beautiful thing, and that dumb baby's head is blocking it. Get out of the way, baby head! Let me look at boob. I'm a boob man. I'm a boob man. I'm a boob man. Round of applause, the boob men and lesbian boob men out there. Okay, what about ass men? Yeah, yeah. You guys from outside the city, the ass men. It's funny. I'm a boob man, but you ever ask someone that question and they give you some third-party body part? Be like, hey, man, are you a boob man or an ass man? They're like, nah, bro, I'm a knee guy. I'm 100% into knees, bro. Fucking bent straight, whatever. It's so weird. I'm like, how do these people get aroused? How do they get off, just jerk off to pantyhose packaging? Oh, yeah, look at the caps on her. Spin her around, feed it to that knee pit. Oh, great jam to let play. Front row. Oh, man. Okay, all right. Oh, yeah, I was on the bus, yeah, like I said, watching that lady breastfeed for 8 minutes straight. And I read some bad news, man. It's bad news. You guys hear this? TTC's thinking of raising fare again. Yeah. Yeah. Check guess what they're raising it to, though? Guess what they're raising it to? $3.05. Those fucks are going to make you put in an extra nickel. Get used to hearing that. You forgot your nickel, ma'am. You forgot your nickel, sir. See, I was pissed off for like 2 seconds. But then I remembered, you can raise the fares as much as you want, TTC. Still just going to throw a random handful of change in the till. Oh, yeah, what's that? 2 dimes and a nickel? That's $3.05. See you later. See ya. Doesn't matter, man. It's about the noise. They just want to hear a noise, you know? I'm at the point, I'm not even throwing real currency in the till anymore. Throwing in old washers, plucking off buttons at the bus stop and shit, fucking putting that shit in. Getting rid of all my old pog, you know, just fucking clearance sale. I'll throw in a Keeney, like a boss. It's about the noise, you know, I just want to hear something. You could walk onto the bus, jiggle a bag of spoons, walk right by the driver, right in his face, because they're too busy staring out at the endless void of despair that is their lives to notice. Pretty soon, I'm just going to make the noise with my mouth. Just go on and be like, chick-ling, ling-ling. See, I'm going on this fucking bus. All right. Thanks. All right. Hey, man, this next guy, headlines all over the country with Yuck Yucks. Big round of applause. Mr. Mike Harrison, everybody. Mike Harrison. Yeah, let's do this.
Good. Happy to be here. This is fucking awesome. I just love doing this. I haven't been in Toronto for a bit. I've been touring, so I just like it. Because I've been doing too many small towns that are just ridiculous. I like doing a big city. Like, I had to do this small town in Alberta, and nothing was around it, right? And a fight broke out. And they had to call the cops in the nearest town 2 hours away. Yeah, I know, right? The cops are like, well, let us know who wins. Because we're going to be late. Like, it's fucking lawless doing small towns. The comic I was working with, he actually went up to the bartender and he asked who would sell him some marijuana. And the bartender sold it to him. Yeah, and the best part is he didn't have cash, he used debit. There's a paper trail of marijuana. That place is lawless. I like to go to the gym. I go to the gym, and I go there for one reason, and it's because I like to eat cake. Right? It's just better to fucking beat up my body so I could get one slice of marble a week. I don't give a fuck. The gym I go to babies people, though. The gym I go to, it has 3 floors, and to get each floor, you actually have to take an escalator. At a gym. It's a lot of confidence in your customers, isn't it? Like, why don't they have stairs? Do you honestly think I'm going to walk to the top of the stairs, be tired out, sitting there like, fuck, I don't have enough for bicep curls. I'm going down. Because that's the thing. They're babying you. If I ran a gym, I'd make it as athletic as possible. Right? The front doorway would be made of cement. You would have to push your way in. And I'd use escalators, but the only difference is the escalators would be going the opposite direction you're going. People throwing dodgeballs at your face. You want to use a washroom, you get a sword fight with a hobbit, all right? That's a gym. And then when you're done all that, you'll find out there is no gym. You just have to try to get the fuck out before I unleash the killer robots. And if you make it out, you didn't really need a gym. That's how that works. You'll be guaranteed thin. I don't know, because I'm a bit of a puss. But I like doing fucking weed rooms, because no one will attack me here if they don't like what I say. That's a perk. I have to always perform for drunks, and drunks love to fight. That makes no sense to me. Being drunk is a handicap. When I'm drunk, I can't walk straight. I don't want to throw a punch. I might hit myself. Because it's happened. I once had a show where I had a heckler. I made fun of him, and he got so offended that he stood up and started charging me right in the middle of my show. Yeah, and I can be honest, I'm really cocky when there's an audience full of witnesses. But as soon as I saw him charging, I flipped into the biggest puss. My first reaction, I stuck my leg up like this, and I did this. That's how I'll defend myself in a fight. I don't even know what the first move is. Do I hip him or flip at him? Like, I just look like I'm farting. That's all it is. And what saved me was his girlfriend. He had this tiny 5-foot girlfriend. Right before he gets to stage, she intercepts him, grabs him, throws him against the wall and says, "Don't touch him." And the dude still tries to look tough. That was the best part. He was standing there like, "Man, you're lucky she's here. I'd mess you up." Like, fuck it, let him go. I think I could take you now, all right? Just don't let that chick out. She'll kick my ass. I don't know. I am undefeated. I will point that out. I've had 3 fights, all in high school. And it's not really because I'm tough, but it's because I'm really good at picking weak people. I have an eye for it. Overall, I don't like fighting, though. I don't do it anymore. I don't like fighting. I think it's very macho and unnecessary. Unless I'm winning, then it's sexy and brave. But I don't care. I don't know. I remember one of my first jobs I worked at was 7-Eleven. I remember feeling like a giant puss because on my first day, the boss walked in and handed me a robbery prevention guide. On my first day. Isn't that more of a second day thing? You know, just to walk in like, "Oh, your first night? Forgot to tell you at the interview, you might get your face blown off. Here's a book, read it." Now I'm going to leave while I leave you alone to watch over this in the dark. I know. First tip, don't anger a robber. Don't anger a robber. Who puts on a 7-Eleven uniform and gets cocky? Who's sitting there like, "You want a free Slurpee?" Yeah? Fuck off. Can't have one. Have to go through me, Ted. Yeah, not me. Because I've worked at 7-Eleven and I saw a dude with a gun. I'm going to be helpful. I'm going to be sitting there like, "Do you want me to take the money to the car for you?" I think that customer saw you. Want me to kill him? It's ridiculous. Another rule was if you see anyone suspicious, please notify the authorities. I don't know if you noticed this, but everyone in a convenience store looks suspicious. I saw a woman come to the front till with 2 giant bags of potato chips. I'm like, what the fuck's her deal? That's too much sodium. Somebody call the cops. This is bullshit. But this is what I do for a living now. I like it. I have tried to act. I got an agent who seems to send me for the parts that I shouldn't be going for at all. She's not good at sending me out. She sent me for the role of a gay guy for a TV show. And I got in the room, and everyone I competed with was gay. I felt like I put on blackface, and I went back to the 50s to perform. I was like, what is going on right now? 2 days later, I got a call saying I got the part. I out-gayed a bunch of homos, and I didn't even try. I just went in like myself. And they're like, who's this fag? That's my laugh, I know. It's a good stoner laugh. It's true, I don't know, man. I once did a show, and right after the show, I went into the washroom stall, and I've heard some guy reviewing the whole show to his buddies, and he's like, at one point, he's like, yeah, that show was really funny, but that one comic's weird laugh almost ruined the whole night for me. I know, it embarrassed me. I didn't want to leave, right? It fucked with me. I stayed in the washroom stall and listened to shit for like 15 minutes. It was terrible. Like a smelly hostage situation. I don't know, man. That's how it goes. I am originally from Saskatchewan. That's where I'm from. Oh, yeah, you too? No, you just, I've heard of it. Woo! That guy is the easiest guy to impress in the world. I know. I actually come from a small town. So small, we only had 5 things. 5 things. We had 500 people. We had 5 things. We had a gas station, a restaurant, an elementary school, a church, and a hockey rink. Yeah, I love that a hockey rink was a bigger priority than, say, a hospital. People are walking up like my hips are. It's like, I don't know, go line the ice. Anyways, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, and have the best night of your lives.
Ladies, I'm Mike Harrison. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right, we got one more act, and then we're going to give you guys some prizes. So make sure you stick around. We do some easy trivia for the prizes. Always a fun time. So, without further ado, your last act of the evening is, you've seen him all over TV on MTV. He's one of my favorites on Much Music's Video on Trial. Big round of applause, Mr. Keith Pedro, everyone. Mr. Keith Pedro.
Yo, what's going on? Woo! Yeah! What? Yo, what's going on? Got a nice duo in the front here. This is your team? This is your crew? You can say that? All right, cool. Where you guys from? Toronto, where about? Toronto's not small. Coca-Cola, what? Etobicoke. There you go, man. And you guys are dating. So you said, yo, dudes, I'm going to bring my girl out. And you guys come, and we'll hopefully, I'll slip something in her weed. And Duracell, battery? No? Okay, whatever. You guys are not impressed. Yo, holy shit, there's a bunch of you. Damn, I'm about to get mugged up in here. Holy fuck, the thugs. Yo, Hunter, you put the thugs in the front, eh? Just put the thugs. All right, you in the back. You look like you got a sheet. You look like you got a surety somewhere. You look like you on bail. And shit, you guys ever been arrested before? How many guys? I'm not a cop, man. Look at me, man. I ain't no fucking shit, man. I look like I could fucking squeeze through the goddamn, like, the handcuffs. You know what I mean? I'm skinny and I'll just... All right, peace. Done. Yeah, man, no. I got arrested once, and when you get arrested, they say that you don't write your name on the wall because you'll come back and see it again. You know what I mean? So I wrote my name on the wall to see if it was true, and then like 3 months later, I got arrested, and the shit is true. I did come back and see my name on the wall, but I didn't write. Like, I didn't just write Keith was here. I wrote something productive, you know what I mean? Like, I wrote something like, Keith, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? It's the second time. You don't learn from your damn mistakes? The fuck's the matter with you, bro? Your lawyer's number is 41697. All right, there it is. Okay, cool, I got that. No, I'm all right, though, man. I was talking about a gangbang earlier. I was recently in one of those. Real story. And the thing is, I didn't even know what was gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, has anybody here been in one of those? You guys been in? Like, I'm not talking about like you guys know what a gangbang is, right? Obviously, right? It's one chick, bunch of dudes. It was me and two other buddies. It was the weird. Here's the thing. I didn't know this was gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, you know how that feels? Like, I'm with two of my closest buddies, two of my closest boys. You know what I mean? Like, we grew up together. Like, I known each other for life. You know. And then we're hanging out, and this girl, smoking hot chick. She works at like a city nightclub, you know, she's a bartender. She's half French and half Hawaiian. You know what I mean? Just you know, I know, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, just looking at this girl, like, she'll make you come in your pants with a soft dick. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, fuck, I didn't even know I can do that. Shit. That was cool. Oh, come back again. Can you walk by again? It was your smell that made me do. But, so I didn't know. I'm like, yo, I'm hanging out with this hot chick, you know, that's cool, whatever, you know. And then, but she does cocaine. Go figure, right? She's blowing. And one of my boys, his name is Ogie. He chops yayo's, right? So we're hanging out at my buddy Ogie's spot. This guy, you know him? You know Oaks? You know him? You're high right now for shit. So he's lying down. We're at his house, okay. There's a two-man chair. We're a two-man chair. Me and my boy Warren. And there's Ogie right here on a single-man chair, like a single man. He's lying down like this. TV's right there. He's lying down. We're right there. She's on her knees blowing yays. Right? We're like, yo, you having a good time? Whatever. You kicking it? And she's like, yeah, I'm having fun. You know, well, we could get a little funner. I'm like, okay. She blows a rail, unzips my buddy's pants, starts giving him head, starts touching, but like with both of her hands, she starts touching her dicks. She's sucking dick. She's doing everything like a fucking tripod, like an octopus bitch, like she's trying to fight Spider-Man right now. She's just, you know, lacing it up. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? My boy Warren, his shirt is already off. He's like, yo, let's do this. But then, like, I didn't know what to do. And, like, you can't really test a guy's manhood that day. Like, there's too much stuff. My boy is like, what are you, a faggot? Let's see your dick, man. Fuck that pussy. Let's go. Take off your pants. I'm like, what? You just called me a faggot? And then you told me to take off my pants. But then you just told me, fuck that pussy. I don't know what's going on, man. You know what I mean? It's like I was listening to fucking O Canada and then switched to the French part, and you're just like, oh, okay. Okay. Like, I was confused. I didn't know where to go from there. You know what I mean? I didn't know where to go. But yeah, man, and it was crazy. So whatever happening was, you know, whatever happening, she's giving head, and then she turns around and she starts giving a round of heads. And I was like, oh, shit, okay. But this girl was hot, okay? Ladies, don't judge me. She was hot. Like, I couldn't fuck her by myself. If this is how I had to fuck her, then this is how I'm going to fuck her. You know what I mean? Like one of those girls, right? So I'm getting it. We're circling. We're getting it. And then one of my boys, he can't get his shit hard. You know what I mean? And I can't, you know what I mean? I finally got my shit hard. My boy Warren, he's struggling. So then my buddy gets up and he starts doggy styling her, right? And she's giving me head, and I'm like, she's licking the balls, she's doing the fucking porno tricks. I'm like, this girl is on fire right now. This is Alicia Keys. Girl is on fire. This girl's nuts right now. She's hot. She's doing her shit. And then I'm really getting into it, and then I'm like, oh shit, yeah. And then I look up and I just see my boy's face, and we lock eyes, and he's hammering it, and my dick just, like just fucking the hardness, direction, just like out of the fucking house, like fucking Jazzy Jeff, got thrown out from Uncle Phil, just straight, like dick went soft, and I couldn't fuck, and it was a weird experience for me, man. Yeah, that's a true story, man. I'm not gonna tell you how it ends because it gets nuts, but cocaine is fucked up. See what cocaine does to people, man? Damn. I used to blow yays one time. I used to one time. I did it. Here's the thing. A lot of drugs do fucked up shit, right? I did One time I was high on coke and I wanted to get in a fight, but I couldn't fight. You know what I mean? I was just wired up. I'm like, what? And then the guy hit me. I was like, oh shit. Okay, this is for real. This is for real. You know what I mean? I couldn't feel it, but I'm like, he's bigger. He's like Serbian. I ain't fucking with. You ever see these Serbian guys? They have a fucking, like, their scrotum is in their Adam's apple. They have balls for days. What? You know, they Serbian motherfuckers. They nuts, dude. Are you Serbian? You're crying, man. You're Serbian? What's your background? Bosnian. Okay. Do you know any Serbian dudes? Oh, okay. Are you offended by that? Because you didn't. Because I don't know. You got to see this guy. He looks like. You kind of look like Marco Bellinelli, the basketball player. All right? You guys watch basketball? You know? True? Yo, the thugs be loving me out here, man. I feel like Tupac back in '96. That's how I'm running. Yeah, man. I don't fucking know what. Okay, guys, seriously. I'm a parent as well. Yeah, man. Thank you. I bust nuts. You know what I mean? This guy, I said I'm a parent as well, and he puts his arms around two ladies. Who the fuck are you? And he's wearing like a fur. You a pimp? Is that a pubic hair fur hat? Like this guy's like, this is all the pubes of the bitches I'm fucking. This is it right here. This is my plethora of pussy pubes hat. You can get it at Big It Up. But I'm a parent. I'm a parent, man. I'm 29 years old. I got a 10-year-old daughter at home. Yeah, real shit. I got a 10-year-old daughter at home. And the thing is, she's in grade 5. And boys, guys, we get horny at what age? Like really horny, like grade 7, right? You'd say grade 7. We get fucking horny. And the thing is, like, grade 7, yeah, grade 7. And the thing is, the best thing about that is, like, in 2 years, I'm still gonna look like this. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna look like this. That means if a kid were to fuck around with my daughter, all I have to do is put a backpack on and just walk in that school and just beat the shit out of this fuck, just lump them out, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, look at those grade 7s go at it. Damn. And they're gonna go up to that kid, they're like, yo, Ricky, what happened, man? What school was that kid from? School? Kid? That was a grown-ass man kicking my ass, dude. Look, he's driving away, playing lotto, about to vote. Oh, man. That's all right. I got a girl, too. I'm in a relationship, not a gangbang chick. This one's straight up. She's good. I found her at a library. That's fine. It's the best place to meet. I'm joking. Library. Who goes to a library? I did. I'm joking. That's where I rent my movies. Can you imagine if this is your boyfriend right here? Imagine on your first date, he took you to the library and rented movies. How would you feel? Would you still fuck him or like date him? No, right? Like, first of all, why does he still have a library pass? Who the fuck has that? Okay, guys, I'm going off topic here, man. I'm high as shit. I'm sorry. I'm in a relationship. I got a chick. And the thing is, like, I finally met her family for the first time, like her cousins and stuff. I finally met them. Like, I met her brother, but like she has like older cousins and stuff. Like, one of her cousins is getting married. And then we go to, last Friday, we went to Whiskey A Go-Go. You guys know that place? Strip club? When Whiskey A Go-Go, we go there, okay? True story, real shit. And this is my first time meeting my girl's family. There's his cousins, even her uncles in the fucking mix. This crazy shit. Her family from the States are in town. Big wedding. We're there. Finally meeting the family. Walking to Whiskey A Go-Go. 2 girls that I went to high school with are shooter girls, but I haven't seen them like in 4 years. They're shooter girls. 2 of them. You understand? 2 fucking girls. So when I walked into the room, walked into Whiskey A Go, all my girls' family, 2 fucking shooter girls come up, like, hey, Keith, what's going on? What's up, yo? Oh my God, it's Keith. They're like, what the fuck? How often does this motherfucker get lap dances? What is he listening to? Too Short? Like, what the fuck? Does he into gangbangs? We don't know. And the thing is, like, how are you supposed to enjoy a strip club with your girlfriend's family there? Like, you can't come off as gay, but you can't come off as, like, you know what I mean, being, like, a fucking perv, right? You know what I mean? So you have to, like, find a medium, you know what I mean? You can't be like, look at her breasts, but you can't be like, oh, I don't look at that stuff. Guys, what's going on there? Like, you can't do that either, man. So I was there, like, yeah, really, like, I love her elbows. It's just great. They're not chapped. You know what I mean? Look how her nails match her purse that she dropped for 2 seconds. Guys, that's a new one. I don't know how to work. I don't know how to close that. So, the thing is too, man. Like, I don't like guys that front like this is your chick, right? Do you take her to the club? You take her to a nightclub sometimes? Don't you hate it when girls come and talk to her? And you gotta like, you know what I mean? Pull a fucking King Leonidas and like, "Ah!" You know what I mean? Do you ever have to fight them off or? No, dudes, stop thinking about yourself, you fucking cocky asshole. I'm talking about your girlfriend. Do guys come up to her? No? Yeah, but you don't stress out. How many guys get bugged out about that? You guys get bugged out? No, you're just very confident, like, okay, whatever, fuck, man. No, listen, I'm gonna finish the joke. I'm gonna fuck. Okay? I hate it when that happens. I hate it when a guy brings his girl to the club and they get pissed off. You know what I mean? It's like, you brought her to the club. You know what the fuck you brought her. It's like, that's like getting upset when you bought a boat and it got wet. You know what I mean? You're like, that's not why I bought this. Fuck! You know? But the thing is, I'm not that type of dude. Like, me and my girl, we don't do that shit. Like, I don't yell at the guy. You know what I mean? We pull gags. Like, we like to fuck with the dude's head. You know what I mean? Like, at one time, we were at a club. We're at Rockwood. We're in a club, Rockwood nightclub. We're on the dance floor. Me and my chick. I go, babe, what do you want to drink? I got it. Stay here. I go. I get the 2 drinks. Sure enough, there's a fucking asshole trying to talk to my girlfriend, right? So we hooked eye to eye. There's a lot of people in the club, right? We hook eye to eye. I'm like, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. She's like, we're going to do this. We're going to run this shit. So we go. I interrupt the conversation. I have 2 drinks. I'm like, listen, gorgeous. I'm like, sorry, man. Is this your girlfriend? This your girlfriend, dude? He's like, nah, man, but I want to take her out for dinner. I'm like, do you mind if I talk to her real quick? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, listen, gorgeous. I've been watching you all night. Now, all I want to say is blue is my favorite color on Tuesdays. And I put my tongue down her mouth. She starts grabbing my dick. I grab her ass, grab her breast. The guy's like, what the fuck? What the hell? That's all I had to say? Holy shit. I'm talking about my job and my new This guy, he talking about colors of the week. Like, what the fuck? Think about that guy right now. I fucked up his whole game. Fucked up his whole game. Right now, he's probably at home in his basement writing down his favorite colors. You know, I like magenta. I like cyan. I'm gonna end on one more. Hunter, is that cool? And one more? Is that fine? Just do out. Plus one more. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm fucked, man. I was in Las Vegas recently. How many guys here been in Las Vegas? Nice, dope spot, huh? Las Vegas. And I didn't know prostitution was legal there. I didn't know like hookers just ran rampant in that bitch. I didn't know that. Right, so I'm hanging out having a cigarette. A beautiful girl walks by, smoking ass, great bum. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you took a shower, the back of her thighs wouldn't get wet. You know what I mean? Just bam! You know, just umbrella ass. You know, like if she could carry a backpack without holding the straps. You know what I'm saying? Like just like yeah, exactly. Handing out textbook, camel ass, smoking girl. And I'm like, yo, gorgeous, you want to hang out? You want to do something? She's like, no, I'm working right now. I'm like, what do you do? She's like, I'm an escort. I'm like, sweet, how much? She's like, $100, half an hour. I'm like, let's do this. Let's go, let's do it. Take her back to the hotel room. Everything's lovely. I got candles. I got cocoa butter, Casey and JoJo playing. You know what I mean? I'm laying down the mood. You know, I'm laying it down. And she takes off her top. And I notice she has like a gut, like a beer belly. You know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa, 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 what's up with that shit? You know, what's going on here? She's like, oh, don't mind me, but I'm 2 months pregnant. I was like, what? My first threesome. Okay, guys. I'm out. Thank you very much.
Keith goddamn Pedro, everybody. Keith Pedro. All right. It's time for me to give away some prizes. Just some easy prizes for you guys so that we can, some easy trivia for you guys. Give you these prizes so you can get home and go back to your salvia. Okay. So, we do trivia, like I said. Before we do the trivia, show you what we got on the block today. Prize-wise, we've got, like fucking 2 feet of hemp rope if you want to tie up a really small person. Rolling papers made out of hemp so that you can roll up your weed inside weed to get high for something that you want to be double doing weed for that sucks, like working your government job. Bigger papers also made out of weed for when you want to roll a whole bunch of weed in weed for something you really don't give a fuck about, like your grandma's birthday party. This is called a doob tube. This is literally a doob tube, which I think is a tube for your doobs. And if you get pulled over by the cops and they find this, they're going to be like, what's in your doob tube? Is it doobs? And you can be like, oh, it's a smaller tube, and they'll let you go. And the grand prize, our patented Vapor Central Ukrainian gypsy-proof lighter holder. It'll prevent those fucking sneaky uke gyps from sneaking up behind you at the 420 rally next Saturday when you're about to fucking light your 420 fat cannon. And you're like, I'll pull out my lighter. What? It's gone. And you look back and you realize that the stoner you thought was cool like took off their fucking like Jamaican flag-colored beret and fake beard, and they're actually a gypsy. You can tell because their face is covered in warts. And then they fucking just fucking dive into a manhole like doing this, like that move. And you don't even hear a fucking splash at the bottom, but they fucking, because they crawl along the walls like rats down to their fucking, to their fucking uke chip lair, where they go and they burn down your lighter to its base elements, where they find a little crystal in the middle that they turn into crystal balls and pray to, so that all our firstborn children are born with 2 anuses for nipples. So this will prevent that from ever happening. I said their face is covered in warts, but when I said they crawled on walls like rats, you were like, game over, buddy. They do not do that. It's okay. I can say that because I've killed several Ukrainian gypsies. It's easy. Just water. Throw water in. Okay. Here's the trivia. Easy questions for you guys. Want to get everyone out of here so we can all go home. Okay. Just yell out the answer. You get the whole shebang. Okay. Name one of the founding members of Russian folk guitar duo Borstag. Either one of them. Borstag, one of the two. Yeah, Oleg was close. There's Nikolai Naborsheyev, and I also would have accepted Rostislav Nabokovich. The second one, it hurts to miss the second one, doesn't it? He actually just featured on a Ja Rule track. Yeah. Rostislav Nabokovich, murder, Inc. Holla, murder. You guys didn't hear that track? Okay. New question. Okay? We all know what like the nut stands for in Nutella, which is hazelnut. What does the Ella stand for? He was like, Ella good. That's pretty good. But it's sadly chunks of Ella Fitzgerald. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's where she went. Okay, no. Easy question. Guys, what is George Clooney's first name? Wow, way to go. He said George. I'll give it to him. But he did say George Clooney. He was like, George Clooney. Any one of them's the first. It's got to be one of those names. His name's George Clooney. The first name's either George or Clooney. Imagine his name was Clooney George. Here you go, buddy. Smartest guy at Vapor Central. Round of applause to this guy. Brilliant. Hey, guys, you have a good time tonight or what? How fun was that? Hey? Thursday night? Thanks a lot for coming. We're here every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Sunday, and every Monday, and every Tuesday we got another podcast live here. Remember, on Saturday is, Saturday, April 20th, Yonge and Dundas Square at noon. Everyone's gathering, big smoke out right there across the street from H&M. We'll piss those fucking dorks off. Party hard, smoking like it's weed.
my money for 10 times as much sex. It's an equation from hell.